Hello and welcome to Thalric Plays Darkest Dungeon. The following episode was recorded during one of my live streams on Twitch, so without further ado, let's jump into the episode. So I can go into the Swine Prince fight now and have an Arbalist, which will make that fight extremely easy. I don't care. The Candle of Life is nice. But I also don't have an antiquarian right now, because I fired the one that I had because I didn't have room for her. At least that's what I thought. Now we could probably still afford one again, but it's okay. We have some stuff to spare down here, so we'll just get it to have it for now. By the way, what do I need to upgrade these? Okay, I need way more crests again. I could do something about that. We can exchange stuff here. So they are worth a lot of crests. So let's go for 30 crests right now. Like so, and that will allow me to go for this. Maybe a bit questionable, but I like it. We can do somewhat similar stuff with this though, so let's just go for a few there, because what I want to do on her, it's a bit overkill, or on him, it's James Typhoon. We're gonna update some stuff here. The Battlefield Bandage, and I do need the Rallying Flare. No blind fire for her though this time, and then we'll go with the Sniper's Mark. Let's not do that and go with that. Okay. Yeah, sure. So, Swine Prince, as I've said. Which means her in the back. I don't think I want to go with more rank 3 guys, though. Or do we? Do we? Where are you, Endgegner, by the way? What were you again? It's been a while. Oh, you were the other, one of the Jesters. Yeah, okay, but it does not... Jester is not the best choice here for this fight. We are just gonna go with a Mark composition, I think. So do I even want... Do we maybe... I think... As much as I don't like some of this, although it's okay. Sure, let's since he's rank 3, I'm gonna use him as our frontliner here. Because he can use these out of the first position. So finish him, collect bounty, all that stuff. And then we go with... Where's the Houndsmaster? Oh yeah, we can't use him. He's out of commission right now. I'm getting rid of the rabies. So we can't go with Followed. We'll go with Foliot in that case. Those names are confusing sometimes. Who else do I have that can benefit from a marked target? Or that can mark a target? We probably just want to go with Arundel here as a healer, after all. Because he can mark and set up marks for these guys. And that seems like the reasonable way to go. Also, having a dedicated healer is just nice to have. Yeah, sure. We'll do that. We have her heal as help if we need it. Yeah, okay, let's do it like this. Or do I have a second Houndmaster that I can use? I don't, and I also don't have another Bounty Hunter, I think. Yeah, we don't. Okay. So this fight, I assume, is not going to be that hard, to be honest. Sure, let's upgrade their damage, since we're already at it. This is where it gets interesting. We need so many crests, because you need crests for all the weapon-related upgrades. Oh, actually we have no upgrades on him right now. Okay, we have all of him on him already. Let's do that. And the mark. What do we need here? Sure, let's go with the self-heal. And... yeah, these are fine. Just in case I need them. Then we have him. We want his heal up. I don't need Abyssal Artillery in this case, but I should upgrade it. The Weakening Curse could be helpful, though. And we need the Vulnerability Hex as well, and we're gonna go with these. But I'm not gonna use the Demon's Pull on him. We're gonna go with both the Weakening Curse and the Vulnerability Hex. In this case. And you want that one, and I guess that's more or less it in case of what we need. What does he have equipped right now? He's up front. He can't use the flashbang there. He will be able to use the uppercut. So that's nice. Don't necessarily come hither, so we'll get his mark in as well. So they're just these, I guess. Yeah, sure. Let's upgrade the uppercut to give ourselves a better stun chance and upgrade the finish him. There we go. Okay, and now it's time for trinkets. Let's start in the back. I do like the Medic's Grief still. Although we should see if we need them. You will get Junia's head. I don't have something to get rid of stress, so let's go for the safe route. You deal a lot of direct damage. You will be up front, so Ancestor's Candle, and there will be a lot of stress in there, but I think I like this. Yeah, sure, let's go with the Sun Ring. And... well... what do you want? I'm not gonna go with the Cudgel Weight this time. We can go with Dismiss's head. And then I can go Speed Dodge, or we go Focus Ring. No. I'm going with the Feather Crystal, bring up his speed and dodge a bit. And then she will get the Focus Ring. Her dodge is... it's there, but not that good to begin with. And I guess we'll go with the Medic's Griefs after all. Yeah, sure. She will, and on the boss fight itself, she will most likely always go for Rallying Flare anyways. Maybe with one shot in between, but we'll see. So everybody has what I want them to have, so we can provision. We're gonna go for a little bit of, yeah, just this much food. 3 shovels. Let's go with 2 medicinal herbs, a few keys. I will take 1 holy water here as well. Just for the off chance of something, and 2... let's go with 2 more torches like this. So I have food, we have the torches, we have holy water, and skeleton key. Yeah, we have everything. Okay.
The ways and rituals of blood sacrifice are difficult to master. Those from beyond require a physical vessel if they are to make the crossing into our reality. The timing of the chants is imperative. Without the proper utterances at precise intervals, the process can fail spectacularly.
Spectacularly.
A nameless abomination.
Okay, we scout the secret room right away, so we will go back for that. We will make a straight line for the boss fight. We don't know exactly where it is, because there's 2 rooms it could be in, either here or there. And now I stopped too late, because I'm not a smart man, but it was luckily only 3 damage. So that's my usual thing. And now that I didn't bring any scouting trinkets, of course... oh, he's also got the Warren's Tactician. This is so good. Okay, he's got Warren's Explorer, so that explains why both of them actually have. Okay, that explains some of this. Let's just... okay, this is what I was hoping for. One of these. So who has one that I want to get rid of? She is a good candidate. Bloodthirst is annoying, but the rest is not too bad. These I might want to get rid of. That makes sense. Tuckered out. Runesfoe, Permanent Enlightened. I think we're gonna go with him. I like my Houndsmasters, and I want them in a good spot. So that was a torch, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. The claustrophobia quirk was removed. Not one of the one that was locked in. That would have been nicer, just because it would save us money. But it's still gone, so it's okay. Okay, didn't get a scout, but we have one more chance before we go into the boss fight. What I should have also done, in case it would have been helpful, or might be helpful, is check camping skills. I didn't do that. So I might not have much in terms of buffs available, which is a bummer. I should have checked that. That was a mistake. I keep forgetting about camping skills being a thing, or I just never focus on them usually this early in the game. 12 to 26 is so good.
Destroyed.
But in this case, I probably should have.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Yeah, you're not gonna get to do much. Might as well. You're not gonna kill him, so we might as well just mark. That's okay. Give these two guys a bit of a damage buff out of that. So right now, everybody in this group can mark. And 3 out of 4 units benefit from a marked target. One of those units won't really be able to capitalize on that too much, I think, because she will be needed to use the rallying flare most of the time. But it's still nice to have that option sometimes. Okay, we get a scout. Perfect. So we know where their boss is, and let me check my camping skills if it's necessary for me. We do have at least one buff skill. He doesn't have one. We do not have one on him either. We do have the marching plan. The marching plan, of course. So sure, why not? We have enough in terms of buffs for that to be worth it, I guess.
Together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats
Or at least a little bit. It's a speed buff, which is nice. And he has his accuracy, and especially the crit buff is just lovely. Let's go with Hound's Watch. And then there is not much else left to be done. I can reduce 1 stress 4, 8, 2. So let's go with the 8, of course. And into the boss fight we go. And then, ideally, if we're looking good afterwards, what do I need for the occult scrawlings? I'm not sure I can go for those. Let me check that real quick. This is something that could be good if I get the right thing. I just need to check that, so I'm gonna open up the wiki again. It's been a while since I've done that. I've already read it once today. So let me check that again. Occult scrawlings. It's holy water is a debuff. Okay, nope. It's just not worth it. It's not good. Let's ignore it. Okay, we've one trap before. 110%. That's ambitious. And here we go. There's our Swine Prince. 159 hit points. It's gonna take a while, but with this group, I think we have a pretty good chance to make this work. I'm not gonna use... Although, yeah, let's start with the dog treats this turn. I wanted to say I want to mark with him, but I'm gonna mark with the occultist right away because it won't be necessary for him to heal on first turn. So let's just start with the damage right away. There's our vulnerability hex. And then he gets to collect bounty. This is so much damage. Yeah, this is gonna be over pretty quickly, and I'm gonna use the rallying flare to get rid of the marks. Which will mean he can't use his stronger attack. So it's just wild flailing. Which is why she's not gonna deal a lot of damage to the Swine Prince. She might get the killing shot maybe if it comes down to that, but only that. And if you're unfamiliar with how this fight works, you don't want to kill a Wilbur. At least not before you kill the Swine Prince. Afterwards, of course, you do need to kill Wilbur. But if you kill Wilbur before that, something bad is gonna happen that might kill you quickly. And there's actually no, that's not right. There is an achievement that works together with this fight, but because of a different reason. So I mixed some stuff together there. It's still fine. Let's just, as you can all see here, I don't really need a healer, and we are he's 10 hit points away from just dying, and he's gonna bleed for 6 as well. So we're just gonna do this, and now he's dead. No? Okay. Interesting. Shouldn't he have bled out? Oh, no, okay. So if you attack Wilbur, he just gets a retaliatory attack against everybody, I think, if you attack that. So that's why there was no bleed happening. Sure. I'm so tempted to kill Wilbur now. Because he would bleed out anyways, but let's just not. There we go. Wilbur alone is also annoying. Once he's alone, he goes for massive stun attacks. It's not that he's really dangerous still, but if you're already weakened, he can screw you up quite a bit. But that was that fight. So there we go. That's the next boss down, and I'm just gonna continue adventuring here, and then we're gonna go for our secret room at the end. So a really good boss fight there. I mean, we did have 2 veterans in here, so level 3 guys, which is quite nice. But yeah, it's the apprentice level bosses usually aren't that bad to begin with. And now I should have gotten the pull on him, which means we're gonna mark her instead and set up better damage. For these 2, so that we can kill her easier. But I'm gonna switch to his pull in a moment, now that the boss is dead. Not that I needed that. It was just a consideration that instead of marking him, but we kill him so quickly that I only had to mark him once, and then I could go for an abyssal. Yeah, what was that? 3 rounds? 4 at the max? Either way, we killed him extremely quickly, and the alternative was that I used the weakening curse on him to keep him from to decrease the damage that he can deal. But it just didn't get to that, so it's okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can also get rid of the rallying flare now and go back for blind fire, because with blind fire I would have been able to attack there. And hit the guy in front. It never hits a corpse. Ouch.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Okay, you're just gonna heal yourself. And I just noticed that he's got one skill that the Cry Havoc. Let's try that again. I probably should give him a different skill. I should have gone with Blackjack, even though we didn't really use it yet. But the Cry Havoc, it's a nice skill because it's a potential stress heal, but it's not really reliable. Because there's only a percentage-based chance that it's gonna work. It's nice if you can afford to use it, but I'm not the biggest fan of that skill. To be honest. Sure, I'm not gonna use the second doctrine. We don't need to. So we can change some skills now. That's what I'm getting at here. Weakening curse for the demon's pull, and her rallying flare versus the blind fire. So there we go. Would you be so kind as to open that chest? Thank you so much. And let's continue. Oh, this is perfect. So I'm gonna keep doing this on him. Now he has only... So that was Hylomania, so he's only tuckered out left. I'm possibly the worst one out of the ones that he had. But getting rid of all the negative quirks is nice, of course. Okay, I'm just gonna... The nice thing about Finish Him is it hits the 3rd rank, so we can do that. It's nice when the game allows me to drive home my point and doesn't screw me over by doing stuff that I don't want it to, like having enemies survive and the like. That's such an unpleasant thing to happen. Maybe I should even think about using a sacrificial stab more, especially if I have him in 3rd, which does not happen that often, admittedly. I usually have him in the back, but not if I have an arbalist. Because then instead of just marking here, I could have stabbed him and killed him. Ooh, that's just stuff for me to think about for future things. So you are not quite gonna bleed out. Yeah, sure, let's kill this one. Could have killed him with a mark. Not quite, I think, but almost. And the 29 here is just a little bit of overkill. It's nice that we're getting crests. As we all noticed last time, or a few minutes ago, we still need them. And quite a lot of them, to be honest. Okay, we have all of this. Yeah, I'm still gonna focus on the one in the back. He's the stress dealer. So there we go. Oh, hey, Cus. No, you're not dead yet. I haven't used you today so far. That might have contributed to you surviving so far, to be honest. And we go for the crit again. Sure, let's kill this one. Okay. James Typhoon was a disappointment here. It's so nice. We killed 2 already. He could have killed her. Well, that's always where I am not sure what to say, because James Typhoon is obviously a male name, but it's the Arbalist, so it's female. So I want to say James Typhoon, so he did not perform very well, but it's the Arbalist, so she didn't perform very well. It's a weird problem to have, but that's the stuff that I'm thinking about. So sue me. Bone Altar. What was that again? Let me check. Straight up a buff for us. Sure, let's go with him. It's a damage buff on top of stuff. Yeah, damage, accuracy, crit. And he's performing very well. But it's nice that you're still here, Carsten, that you managed to show up after all. I know you said that you weren't be able to today. But it's nice that you managed to show up regardless. Okay. So do I really want to spend more time going through all of these empty rooms just to see about the curios? I think I'm going to leave these rooms at least. We're just going to dip into here and check out the curios once we get there and see if there's something in there that is worth our time.
Another abomination cleansed.
And if not, we're just going to go for the secret room and leave, I guess.
Back to the
More down. In this case, it's actually a bummer somewhat that they don't leave a corpse, because now she can't attack the one that's full health, so I'm gonna go blind fire and leave it up to chance.
executed with him.
You might argue that killing the other one was the good thing to happen anyways, just because, wow, both times max damage, because the other one would have gotten an attack otherwise. Dump the herbs. So right now I'm actually going to keep the jades for now. Oh, we need to dump the journal pages. They're not worth anything. Because dumping consumables that I'm not going to use are worth less than stuff that is worth the least amount of money in the game. Or, well, not the least amount of money. Ah, okay. It's nice that you came by to say hi. Yeah, Endgegner man asked did he ask about you? He asked about a few of our regulars here, because he was missing talking about zombie apocalyptic stuff. I'm not sure if you were in that discussion. That consisted throughout multiple streams, if I remember correctly. Okay, we've got a backpack. But then we can just go back. If I go just a little bit back, it does not add on too much stress. Oh, and a third one. So just for this, it's worth it. Oh no, it's not a third one. We already checked that. I'm smart. Yeah, we're gonna check those. Hunger is okay. I think I'm still gonna do most of this. We're gonna do both of these fights as well. I just want to check the curios. I don't have a bandage, so I can't go for that one. Happy I got a reaction out of you, Endgegner. And we have so much room here. What's up with that? I need more loot. Let's see if the game will be so nice as to provide me with that. Has a map inside. Well, that's not gonna do too much, I assume. Yeah, okay. It at least tells me that I won't backtrack, we'll just make the curve here. I'm gonna focus on the ones in front because the Beastmaster will already finish the Acolyte in the back. Well, I might also... Yeah, let's pull her forward, sure, why not? It's a little bit of damage and gives us better access to that. Let's kill the one in the back. It's a guaranteed kill, it's better. 13 to 28. Yeah, this is nice. Bye-bye. His damage is already good, and he has both of the trinkets that increase his damage as well. And that added on with the buff that we have right now is just ridiculous. It's extremely good. No bleed, that's good. Yeah, sure, let's stun him. He won't be able to kill him on his own, and in case the initiative, he gets to go first, which is not the case. But now with Finish Him, it's 14 to 30 because it deals extra damage versus stunned. There we go. Isn't it nice when everything works?
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Okay.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Oh, hunger. Well, we still have 8 food left. I'm not really worried about running into too many hunger tiles here. And let's see, that's a trap. We're gonna disarm. I'm not gonna run into that again. That's only a promise for right now and not at all times, by the way, in case you were wondering. I'm gonna run into unnecessary traps again. Do I still have medicinal herbs? No, we dumped those off when I didn't have the room. Now that I do, it does not help us anymore. That's a bummer. Sure, let's stun her. It's gonna set up him again. I could have marked her as well, probably. And you know what? Let's just focus on other stuff while she's stunned. We can just move her forward, do a little bit more damage, and there we go. Could have also set up a mark for this guy instead. You know what? Let's go with the blind fire. It's gonna give her a speed boost, and I can't kill either of them without a crit, anyways. So it did not matter too much who I hit, but the speed buff is nice to have. It's gonna make her act quicker. Yeah, let's kill this one. And there we go. Wow. Oh boy. This is... I like it. Let's leave it at that. I like it a lot.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
And this might be the first time in forever that I did not bring a real frontliner. I mean, you can use the bounty hunter in front, of course, because all of his skills, or most of his skills, can be used there. But he's not really a frontliner in the traditional sense, like the Crusader, or the Leper, or the Man-at-Arms especially. They need to be in front. He only has the option to, and it usually always goes in hand with protection skills and stuff like that, and he also doesn't have those, of course. Lovely. Okay, and with the blind fire we can still kill, so there we go. No loot whatsoever, though.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Now we only have the secret room left. At least I won't go with too much unneeded room or empty room here. I can dump some stuff. We don't need to dump a lot of stuff, but we'll still bring consumables back with us. Which is a bit weird, and they're not worth that much money if you give them back. So, skeleton key. And there we go. So we're gonna drink this, we're gonna dump this, and then we're gonna take everything, and now we're gonna leave. Whew, so this was good. The trinket is not the best for, especially with what we have right now, but the money is nice as always, and it's another boss out of the way, so I'm not gonna complain. And we might be able to go for the flesh right away as well. I'm not quite sure, but maybe. So we've got hard-skinned. Oh, no, we've got Slugger. I need to lock that in on him. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that now. Witness is not good. Stress Eater is annoying. Cove Scrounger, well, not good. I like to keep the Warren stuff with her because we need her for future Swine Prince, King, God bosses. I don't have room for those anyways. Yeah, let's ignore that. But that one worked out pretty well. Not gonna complain. Okay, it's not enough for the flesh yet. And we don't have a Cove boss either. Either way, before I forget about it again, we go with quirks. If I get rid of stuff, we might as well. So we want to get rid of... Does it make sense to... Oh, I need crests for that, though I can't afford that right now. Would reduce the treatment cost. So we want to get rid of Tuckered Out, and we want to lock in Slugger. That's a lot of money, but I think it's worth it. Okay, sort by stress is still okay, sort by level. Okay, we're making progress, and I should try to get more rank 3 guys so that I can start to go for... Okay, we're missing deeds again. That's a bummer. I can start to go for veteran dungeons. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Darkest Dungeon. If you want to catch me live during one of my streams on Twitch, feel free to follow the link to my channel and follow me there to get notified when I stream. You can also subscribe to my channel here if you haven't done so already. And then, because this is the end card in case you haven't noticed yet, here are 2 more suggestions as to what else you could watch from me. And that's it. So, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.